welcome back. I hope you guys have made really wise choices this week and have avoided danger and not eaten anything that maybe your friend told you to eat that you probably shouldn't eat. We experienced that last week, yes. So hopefully you're making some wise choices. Before we get started, let's say happy birthday to people that are 1 year wiser. Lincoln, Lily, Clay, and Bree. Happy birthday you.
All right, next up, this month we've been talking about some adventures.
Adventures, digging deep,
Learning,
seeking wisdom.
You know who goes on lots of adventures?
Who?
Batman. So this week, we are gonna do our memory verse in our best Batman voice.
Okay, wait. I think we should practice before we get started. Okay, so we'll do a little quick, like, where?
I'm Batman. Now you guys.
Now you guys.
Where are they? I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
No, I'm Batman.
No, I'm Batman.
No, I'm Batman.
Okay,
Anyways,
you guys got it?
So
All right, we're gonna do our verse
like that together.
like that. You
Just
ready?
all together, right?
Everybody is gonna use their best Batman voice to do the verse together. You guys ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Ready?
If any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it. He will give it to you. God gives freely to everyone
without finding fault. Except, guys, I did a different version, so sorry. Batman doesn't read the nerve. Batman goes NIV all the way.
Nerve.
So freely to everyone and
doesn't find fault. James 1:5. Nerve. Great job, guys. Very good Batman.
You kind of
voices.
confused for just a minute, like we were almost like the real deal Batman.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
So close. Yes, that was amazing.
I actually am Batman.
Do you actually do the voices like for the movies?
That's my other job, is I voice Batman.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And since it's Batman, you kind of have to have someone else doing it. So you're just kind of behind the scenes, just doing the voice, but he actually does the...
So it's like you do move your lips. I'll show you how it goes.
Okay. What are we going to say?
Just move your lips. Stop saying anything.
Okay.
I'm Batman. That's how it goes in the movies.
That's awesome.
In case you guys are wondering. So that's a pretty good reason to hang out with me, right? That I'm Batman.
That does make you pretty cool.
Right.
That, like, definitely cool. You're not a fool.
Yeah.
You're cool.
So, this week we're talking about how God wants us to hang out with wise people. People who live the way God wants them to live, right?
That's what wisdom is. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm pretty wise.
Yeah, I guess.
You want to know some things I know?
No. Okay.
I don't know. Which one is wiser? So, do you know that giant pandas eat approximately 28 pounds of bamboo a day? That's like over 5 tons in one day.
Well, did you know cats can't taste anything that's sweet? That makes me pretty wise, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe you should be hanging out with me.
That is a good one. What about this? Do you know on average, people fart 14 times a day?
14?
And a fart travels 7 miles per hour.
We've got fast farts.
That's pretty fast, guys.
Might be faster than you guys.
I'm not quite sure how they measured that. If you
just like imagine a little fart that's right.
I don't know, like whose job it was to like, I don't know, time it. I don't know that part, but I do know that fact, and that's a pretty good fact. Yep.
Did you know hippopotamus milk is pink?
Does it taste like strawberries?
I've never tasted hippopotamus milk, so
I don't know the hippopotamus
that it doesn't taste like strawberries.
I wonder if hippopotamuses can taste strawberry. I don't know. These are questions, but these are facts.
These are true facts, you guys.
True facts. Dolphins sleep with one eye open.
Well, did you know?
They sleep like this.
Snakes
don't have belly buttons. That makes me pretty wise.
That's a good one. I don't know. You've had some pretty good ones.
Well, maybe we can
Snakes
just
without belly buttons. I kind of want to check that one out.
Maybe we can just both hang out with each other because we both seem pretty wise.
Pretty wise. Pretty wise.
So, in our
we keep talking about this. I keep forgetting.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom isn't like the stuff you know. It's knowing what God wants you to do and then doing it.
Right.
So it's like knowing the stuff God wants you to do and then doing those things. So it's actually not a bunch of facts, but we're still pretty smart.
Yeah, it's still pretty cool that I know that snakes don't have belly buttons, but I should probably also know how God wants me to live and live that way too.
Yeah. Well,
I'll do
here's
both.
the thing. I think we do both.
Mm-hmm.
In our story this week, this guy, Rehoboam, he listened to the wrong people. And he hung out with people that were not very wise and ended up getting into some trouble. And so that's what happens when you don't hang out with the right people. So why don't you check out and see what happens? What else do I know?
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 10.
For over 40 years, King Solomon ruled over Israel. During that time, he did some pretty amazing things, like building a breathtaking temple for the Lord and a beautiful palace for himself. He received visitors from all over the world. He shared with others the wisdom God had given him. Much of this wisdom can be found in the book of Proverbs, including this advice on how to gain wisdom.
Walk with wise people and become wise. A companion of foolish people suffers harm.
Unfortunately, Solomon's son Rehoboam did not pay attention to his father's words. He believed his way was best. And when Solomon died, Rehoboam became king of Israel.
All hail King Rehoboam! Wow, check me out! Golden crown, spiffy palace, this is the life.
Though the kingdom was strong under Solomon, he made the people work extremely hard. Now the Israelites wanted to see how this new king would treat them. Led by a man named Jeroboam, they came to see the king.
Hey, you stole my name. It's Jeroboam, not Rehoboam. Whatevs, Jer. Now what do you want?
Your father made us work very hard. Let us take more breaks and we'll serve you well.
Sounds like you want to slack off.
We just need a little more vacay time. Then we'll be ready to give it all we got.
Well, come back in 3 days, Jer.
Jeroboam and the Israelites left. Rehoboam paced the floor, trying to come up with a good answer.
Yeah? No. Maybe?
Many times when Solomon needed wisdom, he asked God for it. Rehoboam didn't bother to talk to God, but he did at least talk to his father's wise advisors.
The people want me to give them a break so they don't have to work so hard. What do you say?
Be kind to them.
Absolutely. Give them what they're asking for.
You'll win their loyalty that way. Then they will serve you well.
Huh.
Instead of taking the advice of these wise men, Rehoboam decided to ask his buddies, the guys he had grown up with. He found them eating honey cakes and debating racing chariots.
Gotta go with gold rims is what I say.
Nah, gold is all show. You have to add some diamonds for traction.
Hey, guys.
Yo.
What is up, my man?
People want me to give them a break so they don't have to work so hard. What do you say?
Oh, this is good. You get to do the real king stuff now.
You gotta show them who's boss.
They think your dad was tough? Tell them my pinky finger's stronger than my daddy's legs.
Yeah, and my dad gave you a heavy load, but you haven't seen nothing yet. I am gonna lay it on you.
Rehoboam frowned. He thought hard. For 2 whole seconds.
Whoa! You guys are good. I'm totally doing that.
After 3 days, Jeroboam and the Israelites with him returned.
Hey, Jer.
Your Majesty, will you lighten the heavy workload your father gave us?
My pinky finger is stronger than my father's legs. My father put a heavy load on your shoulders, but I'll make it even heavier. My father punished stragglers. I'll double it up.
Rehoboam finished with a flourish. He waited for people to tremble and bow low.
Are you kidding me?
Jeroboam turned to the Israelites.
We don't want anything to do with this joker or the rest of David's family. Let's go back to our homes and start our own kingdom.
Hey, wait! No, you can't do that. I'm in charge.
Yeah, you're in charge of yourself. Good luck with that.
Jeroboam and the men with him marched out and returned to their homes. From that day, the nation was split into 2 kingdoms. Rehoboam still ruled in Judah, but Jeroboam was made king of Israel.
Totally not my fault.
Rehoboam failed to listen to his father's own words. Walk with wise people and become wise. A companion of foolish people suffers harm. Rehoboam's foolishness nearly cost him all of the kingdom.
One of the ingredients you need to make dynamite is peanuts.
Baby koalas eat their mom's poop.
Snails can sleep for 3 years.
Cows can't walk downstairs.
Kangaroos can't walk backwards. Oh, hey
Hey
guys. We were just practicing some of our wisdom, kind of. So, all right. So you see what happens when you don't listen to wise people, right? So here's our big question for you guys to think about. Because if you know the answer to this question, you'll know where to go for wisdom when you need it. Of course, we go to God, of course. But so here's our big question for the week. Are you ready?
Who is the wisest person you know? Someone who follows God, right?
That's
Talk
right.
about it in your small groups.
Yep, and talk to that person when you might need advice. Have a good week.